Good morning, Mo, and thank you for joining us today for Business Spotlight. Firstly, tell us about yourself and about your business.
Hi, Milton. Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here with yourself. My name is Mo Hamdouna. I'm the managing director at MoWorks. Been around for almost over 8 years now. MoWorks is a creative agency based in Melbourne and Adelaide. We have a diverse team that work on delivering projects around branding, digital products, growth marketings for B2B businesses in the sustainability, renewable energy, and education spaces. I am also a co-founder of another business called Hatch Quarter. It's an innovation hub that supports Australian businesses and startups venture overseas, mainly into the MENA region.
So what geographic area do you cover?
For MoWorks, we focus obviously mainly around Victoria and South Australia, but we service companies in around Australia, and we have clients in the MENA region, Middle East and North Africa, and this is due to our interest in that market itself and existing strong relationship and network from my previous backgrounds as well.
No, I believe you won some awards very recently. Tell me about those, please.
Sure. I won the Australian Champion Entrepreneur Award for this year. We as a team been, I believe, doing great work recently. My team is going above and beyond for our clients in terms of innovation, adding more tools, testing ideas, and different approach to better serve our projects. And as a result, it gave us the award that basically, I believe it's a reflection of everyone's hard work at our team.
Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
How long have you been in business, Mo?
Personally, I've been around, or I've been involved in marketing design since around 15 years now. The agency itself for 8 years.
And how did you get into this business?
Look, it's an interesting story for my end.
Good.
I'm a migrant. I migrated to Australia in 2009. I came to do my master's. Before I come in, I used to work overseas in Jordan in design agency space. When after finishing my master's here, I start entering where basically the workforce here again. Australia was first in Queensland and Sunshine Coast, then moved down to Melbourne, while establishing and my career here and reprove the skills I have, the expertise, etc. Obviously, there was some form of challenges to start and enter or break into different network as a migrant. Prove the previous experience you have, etc. So while I was doing this path and working basically my way in, I continued to do freelance work. And here my freelance work was mainly done with companies overseas through this previous connection network I have. And from there, things luckily start going on. I managed to secure good sized projects overseas. That gave me this choice of either focus on it for a while and see how things work. And I was always with the mindset that if I finish this project and I couldn't have any more project, I would just go back and find another job, basically. But yeah, 8 years later, we're still going. We're a team of 25 now, 2 locations, and projects are still coming in. So we can't complain.
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What would be your ideal client, Mo?
Ideal clients are companies who we believe they would be doing things to advance people's life on the earth. So they're having some form of an impact.
Yes.
And as a result, we focus on companies in energy or renewable and sustainability who are providing alternative way to powering basically our lives, or industry like education, higher education, which is again their impact of producing better workforce that more ready for the new type of jobs, or cybersecurity due to the importance of the security itself. So those are the industries we work with. And the other link to our ideal clients, they would be in B2B space. So we mainly work with companies who offer their services from business to business. Usually we work well with the head of marketing department, innovation, or head of technology.
Right. Mo, what's the biggest challenge you're facing now in your business?
I'm thinking which one's the big.
Okay. Might be several.
Quite few. Yes, of course. There's a challenge of, I believe, as we grow and as our target become more and more niche and focused, comes a challenge to break into the right circles we're looking at. Industries within energy, sustainability, or renewable, they're quite small focus, and mainly they all know each other. So breaking into those circles is a challenge.
Yeah.
We're doing well so far, but we're pushing ourselves for it. Another challenge, like any small business, the more we work with larger companies, the more the payment terms start to get longer. So cash flow is always a challenge. Yeah, I mean, I can keep going with challenges, but these are two potentially.
Right. What's one or two actions you've taken as a result of the pandemic, and has it changed your business much?
Sure. We changed the structure of how our team work internally and link with our clients. To the new structure we have allow our clients to, or allow our team to better integrate to our clients as an external department, and giving more access to our clients to have direct access to our expert internally. So instead of just working directly with an account person, now they can actually access the main lead designer when they want to discuss the design, the main copywriter, if it's copywriting, the main marketing specialist, etc. And this form better relationship. Since the clients now have more option how to go around things, they work more virtually. So it opened challenge for us, that door for them that they can go anywhere basically. It was important for us to get closer to our client and be always accessible for them. This is one main change we've done. It allows us to also think of, if we want to continue to grow and cash flow is a challenge, maybe it's time to take advantage of the network I have overseas. So we started a production office in Jordan.
Okay,
and this allows us to hire more senior expert or experts while maintaining a good cash flow for us. So now we have a new office in Jordan, and we have 6 people in it.
Yes.
So this is another thing that we introduced as part of or result of how things change after COVID. And beside this, we as an agency, we did well in COVID. Luckily, we were from the lucky ones that our services, our solution were still needed, and they were actually needed more because everyone wanted to digitize their processes. They wanted to grow, focus on alternative way to to find customers. So we continued in other areas the same way of how we used to do it as well.
Yeah. Mo, what's the biggest learning you've had since being in business?
Potentially taking things step by step. I used to try to do lots of things at once, because I used to have, or I still have lots of, lots of ideas, and I feel I can get them all and make them all happen. While in reality, potentially I can, but what I learned is I cannot do them, I cannot make them all happen at once. And this was the biggest learning, because at one stage I was trying to do so many things, and you either ending up giving up on some of them, so you wasted time, or you're not achieving most of them, or just moving too slow. So I learned at the end, if doing step by step, focusing on one thing, it's somehow the fastest way to go there, as much as it doesn't look like it at the start, basically.
Sure. Great. So what have you learned about yourself during this journey?
What I learned about myself, I definitely somehow rediscovered how I like to work, and discovered the type of values that I used to appreciate or don't like in other previous work I've done. And once I started realizing that these are stuff that I believe it's what's tick with me, what I believe it drive me to do things better, I start implementing those stuff more into our team as well. Being passionate of providing excellence work, respect diversity and different background, and what people can bring to the table, regardless to either where they come from, how junior or senior they are. Everyone has a different point of view. And to really start having better empathy, I believe. It's not, I was always drive to do things, and regardless to, I just feel, if I feel it's right, it's mean it's right. But then I realized, people see things in different way, and you just need to listen better. This is listening also something I believe I learned that I need to work more on it. And once you realize it, you start improving on it. I believe it's an advice that my wife always pointing it to me till I finally realize, what, she's right. I need to listen way more than I speak.
Mo, how do you find your inspiration each day to do what you do?
Another great question. Being in a creative agency, our client expect us to always have great ideas, innovative ideas. So it's part of what we do is coming with things that can be done better or different at the end that help achieving the objective or goals. So as this is somehow our task, our job, finding inspiration is something I practice on daily form, and it can be done in many ways. First, training, really, I believe training my eyes on how things should be done in terms of design. What is good design? What is bad design? The more I see project of other projects, successful projects, bad projects, there's lots of things to learn from it. I travel a lot, and seeing different culture, and when you are in marketing or design, everywhere you travel, you just look at how advertising and marketing done elsewhere. I download lots of apps and delete them. I just download them, play with them, see if there's anything interesting, they do it, then I delete the app. This give me also lots of ideas. I learned how to find either opportunities on things that I believe this is something we can capitalize on it for X client, or weaknesses, other areas, or frustration. And based on it can be, if I was doing this project, I would do X or Y instead. And this potentially starts sparking ideas. But lastly, a last way of finding inspiration is something I learned how to, I think it's from Simon Sink,
Simon Sinek, yeah.
which
Marketing.
is,
Yes.
I learned how to speak last, basically.
Right, yes.
Because here I start drawing inspiration from everyone's ideas who speak before me.
Yeah.
And so I just connect the dot with all their ideas. And then when it's my turn, I suddenly have this amazing idea that was just spilled 5 minutes ago by hearing everyone.
Fantastic. Do you have any favorite quotes or sayings that help keep you focused? All these things you've read, you mentioned Simon Sinek, of course, but
I trying to think of one. There's one about, I can't remember exactly the exact line, about motivation is the enemy of productivity. Because you could be motivated for a while and then it can die off,
yes.
Where the opposite should be more the intent of action. If your intention is to achieve things, and you become consistent on it, this is how you can actually go far and achieve objectives.
Fantastic. That's great. Thank you. What would you say to someone thinking of going into business?
I believe it's important to obviously work on the industries you're going to work in it, to see how things are already done, and learn better of the existing mistakes or what people already face and solved it.
Yep.
Because from the outside, always things seems much easier to fix. But once you get into it, you understand why it's hard to implement that simple solution that you thought you easily could have solved it. Because there's lots of other variables and hidden things or challenges, or this is how the industry is, or regulation, that you will only feel it once you are in. And just, you know how when you watch I don't know, a football game, and you just start thinking, like, if I was there, I just definitely could have scored that goal, because it just looked super simple from watching from far from a TV. Where if you were really in the shoes of that player at that moment, was maybe anything like it would be completely different if you are actually in the position and playing that game. So trialing things first to see if how things are from the inside, to learn if you actually like and enjoy the industry itself. Because if you want to start a business, it means you need to be aim for a long game there. You're not there for a quick in and out. It can never be quick in and out. And finally, trust the process, and trust that things need to take time. And without a network, surrounding yourself with a strong network, it's almost impossible to happen.
Yeah. Mo, what's the best advice you give to your 18-year-old self?
Travel more and more, because it gets harder and to have time later on to travel. It's definitely an advice that now I'm trying to do my best to find ways to travel and work from elsewhere. But I believe this is an important one. Second, focus on one main strength that not many people have, or main skill, would have allowed me to skip lots of areas, basically, if I was just really strong in one specific solution that people will start tending to say, okay, more can do this, only more can do this. So here become more dependent on me, and if people depend on me further on this specific things, I become harder to lose, basically, from their point of view.
Yeah, good. What does the future look like for you and the business, and what are the main challenges moving forward?
Well, the main challenges moving forward are the current challenge that we have. Breaking in the right circles we're looking for and establishing ourselves there as a trusted partner. Continue to evolve in terms of the size of projects and the type of clients we work with, and keeping the team happy. Basically, it's always a challenge.
And for you personally, what's your main challenge?
Of course, I mean, I have a small family, 2 kids. I enjoy a lot being with them, and so finding or balancing well between my personal side, my work side, my family time, and my kids' time is a challenge. And finding this, obviously, it's not a unique challenge. I believe many people has it, but at the moment, this is my current focus: is how to ensure I'm doing my best in each aspect of my life.
Excellent. No, that's been great today. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and your experience in business. It's inspiring what you said. You started as an immigrant and built a business now with 25 team members, winning great awards in entrepreneurship. Congratulations. Been a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you, Milton. Pleasure being with you here, and get to meet you as well. And yeah, I look forward to continue watching your other podcasts and meetings.
Thank you, Mo.